Yeah, so for the last 3 months, we've seen incredibly dry conditions throughout the center west region. We had episodes of heat, pushed the late planting off quite a bit, and now we're seeing the models really make a pretty substantial flip over to much wetter conditions. So I imagine that's what's going on today, is they're seeing a lot of rainfall across these very dry areas. We just have to be careful when we think about it, though, right? I mean, you had a crop that's already been stressed with drought and heat, and now we're going to dump in some places maybe 8 to 10 inches of rain on it in the span of 2 weeks. So you have to think about what that might be doing to early harvest efforts for some of that crop. And then if you put all that rain on it at once, okay, sure, it's going to be a boost, but does it really kind of cure the long-standing problems with the Brazilian crop? So to be honest with you, I think this is a worst case scenario compared to if it just stayed drier. What I mean by that is you bring in all that rain, it's going to impact some early harvest. But what happens if all of that moisture begins to get recycled? In other words, it sticks around and it makes things wetter for a while. Now all of a sudden you start pushing back the harvest time period, and that's going to just keep pushing that crop calendar such that the Safrinha grows in late. So yeah, it's a big wild card in South America. Certainly the markets have responded one way, but I'm not so sure that heavy rains are the best way to go right now.
What is causing that shift? Is it being attributed to El Nino?
Yeah, well, El Nino reached its peak at the end of December. It's going to probably plateau through the month of January, but really it's something that's riding on top of El Nino. We call it the MJO. It moved into a more favorable phase to where we can start to draw moisture in from the tropics rather than in from the subtropics into Brazil. And there's other factors in there as well, but basically we opened it up finally to getting moisture into place from, like I said, the tropics, and therefore it's going to start raining and raining pretty heavily.